Well, good morning. If it wasn't wet, it wouldn't be a GBN adventure. So where are we headed? Going back to the North Maine Woods this weekend. But it's going to be a little bit different this time. Right now I'm headed up to Fort Kent, and there I'll join up with a bunch of people on the NBOR, which is the Northern Border Overland Rally. It's put on by the 207 Overland Group. Tonight we'll all meet up and then we break up into smaller groups, somewhere between 4 and 6 vehicles. I already know what group I'm in, but I know nobody in the group, and I actually don't know anybody in the 207. It's a Facebook group that just took a chance to go up and try it. So tomorrow we break up into our groups, we head into the North Maine Woods, and we go off and do whatever adventures we want. I imagine some people just camp and some people will head around and explore. I know we're going to go off and explore, but I don't know exact route where we're headed. I'll learn that, I guess, when I meet up with the group tonight. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And right now I have a long drive ahead. So I'll catch up with you when we get to Fort Kent, and stay dry. So I just arrived here at Fort Kent. I'll do a little quick tour in a couple of seconds, but people are just starting to show up. Weather has changed a bit, so the rain has stopped, at least for the moment, helping people to set up. That's a break. And yeah, we'll see where this takes us. How you doing?
How's it going?
Head out towards the west, a mile out west, near the customs border.
Went around, Justin contacted us, asked us if this was going to be, this was a possibility that we could get into North Maine Woods. We have over 300 campsites throughout North Maine Woods. A lot of our campsites, they're all very well maintained, as you'll see. I want to welcome you all here. It's a great little town.
Good morning. So today's day 2 of the North Border Overland Rally. Met up with our group yesterday. Last night the leader showed up. We went over kind of the things we're going to be doing this weekend. I think it's fairly flexible, but we have a plan. I'll share that as we go through it. Had an overall group meeting. The North Maine Woods people came up and registered us all in so that it would be a quick access into the gate when we arrive. Now we arrive all as individual groups. We're taking off in about 5-10 minutes. Oh, by the way, behind me is Canada. So just over this river, if you walked over it, swam over it, it would put you in Canada. So I didn't bring my passport, so I'm not doing that. Last night we also spent the time around a campfire as a bigger group. There were several bigger groups. I think there's around, if I counted correctly, 37, 38 different vehicles here. And I know 1 or 2 are still showing up. In fact, I know one that had stayed in a hotel last night because they were afraid they were going to get here late, and with the rain forecast, they decided they didn't want to be setting up in the rain, so they ended up getting a hotel room. So it should be a good day. I think the weather's going to be probably cloudy in the morning. I think it's supposed to break up later on today. We'll see. And yeah, should be a good day. Instead of heading straight down Route 161 to the Allagash checkpoint, our group leader Eric moved us onto the dirt after a short ride from Fort Kent. He wanted to get us muddy early. After airing down, we proceeded on a roughly 19-mile track skirting just outside the North Maine Woods that took us past St. Francis Checkpoint and back onto the paved Route 161. We stopped at the Two River Lunch, a friendly establishment for overlanders for a quick coffee for the road, and then proceeded to the Allagash Checkpoint. Since we were already registered the night before, our check-in was quick, and we were on our way to our primary destination for the day, the Allagash Falls. There is just one sticking point. You see, as far as we knew, there was no direct route to Allagash Falls. If we were going to get there, then we would have to find the closest road and then hike in from there. On top of that, there was also no identified hiking trail. We drove roughly 19 miles to look for an access road. At one point, as any good leader would do, Eric headed up a very overgrown trail ahead of us to scout out the track. With all the rain, he decided it was far too wet and headed back. We then selected a second set of roads that from the map seemed to get us within a mile or so of the falls.
You want to try this one and get down in there, or stay straight? I mean, either way, it looks like they both be similar walking distance.
I had the same opinion, so whatever makes you comfortable.
Okay, my wife is saying we'll go straight.
After parking, we bushwhacked our way into the forest, only to come to a road that wasn't on the maps. But unfortunately, we could not find any way down to the falls from this point, and decided to walk back on the newly found road, which, although blocked by a fallen tree at one point, led back to the road we parked on. Not willing to give up, and wondering where this new road led, we got back into our vehicles and headed down to explore. We were hoping it led all the way down to the river. Of course, we had to stop and clear the fallen tree, which was easily done with Patrick's chainsaw skills and a little bit of muscle power.
In the way. Sometimes too many hands.
Yeah.
Sometimes these poppers can. The thing about gas, you can put more gas in it. Yes. Once you're out of battery, you're kind of. Yep.
With the road cleared, we headed further down the road, again hoping it would reach the Allagash River. However, it stopped within a mile of where we cleared the tree. So instead, we decided to stop for lunch. For the rest of the afternoon, we drove various roads of the North Maine Woods as we made our way toward our campsite for the night. Although our first campsite option was full, we found a great one just 9 miles or so down the road on Upper McNally Pond.
It depends. Where we get a ground tent, is it a pretty decent area over there? It looks actually like decent over there. There's plenty of space over there, isn't there? I think either one would be good, yeah. I mean, I think we could fit all 4 of us down here. It'd be a little tight, but I can maneuver around.
Be a star. So, just finished dinner. We're at camp. Got there about 2 hours ago. After a couple of misses on some camps that were already taken. And although we missed our original objective of getting to Allagash Falls, we really had a great time just trekking around and put about 118 miles in. All but probably 5 to 10 of that was on dirt. So that makes for a good day. So we're going to just spend some time at camp, relax tonight, probably have a fire. We all squeezed into one campsite. They're pretty large, and kept this open one here in case somebody else comes along, so we didn't take up the whole space. So day one, actually day two, was a fun day, and good group of people, and what more can you ask for? So hopefully tomorrow is the same.